Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is the 26th of Feb and we are filming this video on Shivaratri. I would like to take this opportunity to wish all my viewers and my family friends a happy Shivaratri. We got a good vegetarian recipe for this auspicious day, which is mushroom stuffed rotis. My ingredients are, I've got 200 gram of fresh mushroom. You can use any different mushroom that you have. I have one medium-sized onions chopped fine. I'm also going to use 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to crush. Then for my braising, I have 2 tablespoons of oil, half a teaspoon of whole jeera, half a teaspoon of pure chili powder, quarter teaspoon of garam masala, quarter teaspoon of hurdee. And for taste, I'm using 1 level teaspoon of fine salt. For my garnishing, I have some lovely fresh spring onions, and I'm also going to use some dhania from the deep freeze. This is a very quick recipe, so let's get started. I've got my stove on medium heat and I'm using my non-stick frying pan. To my pan, I'm putting in my 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to add in my onions. I'm going to allow these onions to fry till it's turning brown. My onions are just about to turn brown in color, so I put in my jeera. And thereafter, I'm also going to add in my garlic, which I crushed. My garlic is fried out, so I'm going to add in my masalas. As you can see, I rinsed out my mushroom and I minced it very fine. I'm adding it to my onion braise. I'll give this a nice mix. I'm also going to throw in my salt. I'm going to lower my stove and allow the liquid of the mushroom release. I forgot to mention, I'm going to sprinkle in some chili flake. But if you want, when braising, you can use fresh herbs like thyme, and you can use paprika, leaving your pure chili powder if you want a milder taste. But if you like something nice and hot, you can throw in some sliced green chilies. As you can see, mushroom do shrink quite a bit. So if you want to make extra roti with mushroom, you have to add another tray. I sprinkled in my garnish, which was the spring onions and frozen dhania, and I switched my stove off. In the meantime, while my mushroom is cooling, I will prepare my roti dough. I am using my basic roti recipe to make a dough. Here I have my 4 cups of flour. To my flour, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of fine salt. And also, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of margarine. And thereafter I'm going to use 2 curry spoon of cooking oil. For the detailed roti recipe, check out the videos that we did. I'm just going to mix these together. My margarine was room temperature, so it's quite soft. My flour, oil and margarine and the salt is mixed into breadcrumbs. Here I have a cup of boiling water, but I'm going to pour it in gently because the some flours will take a 3/4 cup and some flours that swells a little more will take in a cup. So now we are going to measure and see how much goes in. So that's 3/4 cup. I've got another 1/2 cup of boiling water. This flour is slightly dry, so I'm going to add in gently. I'm going to add in the rest. When mixing of the flour, you have to see it's nice and wet around. You don't want a very sticky dough. I'm going to use my hands to make a quick dough. So this time around it took 1.5 cup of boiling water. Roti making is not as precise as baking, it's an art. Here's my dough. It's not too soft. It's nice. So I'm going to take my dough and put it in a Ziploc bag and allow this to rest for about 15 minutes. And within that time, I'm going to put my thava on to get hot. 15 minutes has passed and my dough has rested and my mushroom is also cool. So I'm going to start rolling out my rotis by using the countertop. Just sprinkle a little flour. I'll start by using half this dough. And in the meantime, my tawa is getting hot on the stove. I made this into a log so I can just cut a few balls out of this log. Usually my dough makes 12 rotis from 4 cups of flour, and there's my 5 ball ready to roll. Using one of the ball that I cut out, I'm going to use to full my mushroom. And when cooking of the mushroom, make sure all the liquids of the mushroom dries up. I'll make this into a basket. Take a tablespoon and full, maybe another half. And then I'm going to close it up. I'm going to press it down. I'm going to try to work this dough much with my hand, because if we roll with a rolling pin from the start, it's going to crack. I'm going to go gentle on the rolling. And we had to leave this roti a little thick. Now I am ready to put this onto my thava to seco. My thava is nice and heated up, and as you see, it has a little crack, but it will cook very well. Just going to place it upon my tawa, and here I've got 2 tablespoons of margarine and 1/4 cup of oil which I heated up to apply to the roti. Give this roti a turn. Dust off the flour. I'm just going to apply a little of my oil mixture to it. And give it a turn. And apply a little bit more on the other side. In this manner, the roti will finish off a lovely golden brown color. And see how nice it's cooking. So this is ready to take out, and I'll start with another roti. This is my second roti going onto the tawa. Just carefully dust out the extra flour. Before applying my oil to it, just dust off the flour carefully. And I will apply a little bit of oil on top. Just a little bit of oil. Now my second roti is done, and you can see how nice and golden brown, and it's cooked very nice. So I'm going to continue with the rest till I'm done. Here you go, your lovely mushroom stuffed roti. You can have these rotis as is, or you can have it with some pickle. Today we are serving our mushroom rotis with some lovely chokka. That is a very simple dish to go with our delicious roti and my 200 gram of mushroom filled up about 6 rotis. This roti was already tasted by Pranesh. Give the feedback, Pranesh.
No, it was delicious. I enjoyed it.
Now I'm going to break a roti in half to show y'all how well it's done in the inside. The mushroom makes a delicious and a chewy filling for the roti. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.